All right. Welcome everybody here to the Sports Talk Network channel on this beautiful Thursday morning. Hopefully it's beautiful where you are, whether it's morning or afternoon, but it's beautiful here in Wisconsin. Yesterday was my birthday. I did a video about my channel, wishing myself a happy birthday in a sense. Everybody welcome to go to that channel or go to that video. Welcome to send me birthday messages or do whatever. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. Maybe that'd be my birthday wish to you guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed Riverdale last night because Riverdale was on my birthday. I was busy, so I wasn't able to watch it live then, but I watched it earlier this morning when I got up, along with a lot of draft coverage that I'm technically actually watching right now. I have it on mute and I have closed caption on, so I can at least be following along what they're saying. See, I want to get into sports broadcasting, so I'm watching the guys do what they do, talking NFL today, the NFL draft. But here we're going to keep it on topic. We're going to talk about Riverdale, my Riverdale review deal of Riverdale season 2, episode number 19. Now, this episode was good. It was good. Indeed, for sure, and always it was good. Because it's all right. Let's just head right into it here with my notes and see. I'm either one way or the other way. Either I don't have notes at all, or I have a freaking strip down to the T. I'm one extreme or the other extreme. Either way, here we go. The Rixons have donned their morning uniforms, complete with black cloaks for their opponents' ceremony memorial service. Without due respect to deceased, an appropriate period of time to wait before we could start shipping Moose and Kevin again. And our purple grief of Gerald sings, "You'll never walk alone," and just raise their palm bombs overhead in a solemn salute. After Ethel typically cops to sending the letters about recasting Cheryl out of jealousy, though she insists she never planned to hurt anyone. For her part, Betty is suspicious of Chick. He may not have known Midge, but I personally consider him a person of interest for any and all murders committed in a 100-mile radius. I mean, just to be on the safe side for sure. But after Betty reminds Jughead that both Sugar and Seven spent time at the Sisters of Quiet Mercy, Nancy Drew and her new boyfriend pay a visit to the group home. Stern nun initially refuses the request to review Chick's records until Betty threatens to tip the FBI off to their secret re-educational camp. So, there you go. And it's interesting to call it the re-educational camp, but it'd be whatever. At least to me. Jughead and Betty discover that the two did overlap for 2 years. More alarmingly than that is that the boy seen in the photo and Ellie Smith's file is decidedly not Chick. And even more so that not even Chick with the existence of any number of Instagram filters, and yet Sister, Wemmer, or whatever her name is positive that the boy she knew as Alice's biological son. When confronted, Chick grabs a knife from the Cooper's kitchen table, swinging it wildly and even drawing blood from his. Before Betty knocks him out. Just seems like that's interesting in its own right. Archie is newly convinced that Justice Evan was not, in fact, the Black Hood, and that his own father could be in terrible danger once more. After specifically promising Veronica he wouldn't go creeping around Simonson's old house, Archie does, in fact, go creeping around Simonson's old house. There, then again, he comes across a black figure surveying and scurrying around the backyard. Wearing a mask, but not a hood, so definitely a different person, right? Funny Riverdale. And then another, and then another. Mystery about kicks Archie, because why not? Meanwhile, Veronica gets a call from his number, but it's not Archie on the line, and it's her old friend Nick St. Clair. He attempted representing Kirkland's signature Brian. Chuck is holding Archie captive for $1 million ransom. Eager both to get revenge for his former beatdown and also to make his bones with his mobster dad by eventually killing Archie as initiation. Until then, he got him tied to a chair and for getting repeatedly punched position Just in case all this information wasn't enough to convince you that Nick is growing even more unhinged than we last saw him, consider this: that his newly sprouted very men's-right his hair and has growling and rest and all her things. Veronica is horrified when her parents refuse to either pay up to this teen terrorist or call the police. The St. Clairs are underworldly by themselves, and they can't risk involving the authorities. Jack comes to, tied to a chair in the Cooper family basement. Betty says, "So where's her brother?" Chick spins the tale. They met on the streets, and Chick moved his crampy motel room. Charles once came to the Cooper's door, but Alice slammed in his face. That very night, he overdosed on Jingle Jingle, and at least part of the story certainly is true. Alice remembered the boy coming to the door, and that she asked him to leave. She's distraught, believing herself to be responsible for killing her son. She finds her way to FP's trailer, still sobbing, and confirms for the first time who the father really was. He says, "I named him Charles, and now he's dead. He's been because of me." FP responds by wrapping her in a big, silent hug. So, I'm wondering where that one goes moving forward to that situation. Veronica plunders what funds she can from the family's safe, but it's not enough. She meets Nick at Paft, where he shows her a photo of a badly banged up Archie as proof of a blind. She hands over the money in a duffel, but he can tell from the weight of the bag that it's not really enough as much as he asked for. That's okay, she can pay him another way, by finally giving him the night together he's owed. Interesting. Betty, who really should take like 30 seconds to change that on the ringtone, but hey, it is be whatever. He gets a call from the Black Hood. Chick, he warns her, lived in a den of sinners and has murdered before. And so Betty and Doug head her off to the sheep motel where they found Chick to canvass the neighbors. A woman on the second floor recognizes Charles, the nice one, from the pictures. May he rest in peace. She says Charles used to live with Chick until suddenly she stopped seeing him around, and she spotted bloody bed linens in the dumpster. Back at the Cooper's home, however, Chick continues to be extremely unforthcoming about Charles' real demise, even after Jughead punches him and yet the Coopers can't exactly let him go, because what if he writes to the police, and Blackwood calls to offer another option, deliver Chick directly to him. Nick opens up a laptop in front of Archie with a live streaming video of his suites in the 5 seasons. Veronica arrives to find a luxurious spread of champagne, caviar, and day awaiting her. She pours Nick a drink. He purrs that Archie is beneath her. Watching them, Archie hulks out, managing to knock out his chair over, free himself, and cloak Nick's henchman in the head with relative ease. Nick asks Veronica to dance and sniffs her perfume like a great hate creep would, because why not? Archie breaks down the door to their room to find Nick passed out on the floor. Veronica, fittingly, drugged him. Later, she presents her parents with $1 million in cash, a ransom for Nick, courtesy of the St. Clairs. With the help of Betty marches Chick out of the basement and to the cemetery. Holding him at gunpoint, she asks him again if he killed her brother. He says, "We got in a fight. I lost control. I didn't mean to hurt him. Whether that's true or not, it's time for him to answer for his sins." The Black Hood is there waiting. Chick takes off running. The Black Hood gives chase. But there we go. Having overheard her blast, the sheriff at his funeral, Manning recruits Cheryl to write an anti-killer op-ed in the Register. To the credit of Cheryl's specific skills, I suppose it does some serious damage, both emotional, as Killer doubts himself, and whether he cut a few corners with this evidence, and literal, as someone smashes the windshield and spray paints Killer on the side of his cop car. Before long, the deputy mayor demands he steps down. Unless Brett Andrews wins the mayoral election, Keller is permanently out of a job. As we wind down things, Archie wants to bone. Make his bones with Hiram, who maybe will make the slightest effort to rescue his loyal. The next time he's in kidnapped. But I wouldn't count on it. Oh, and he also wants to do it by bringing down the Black Hood. Betty comes home to tell her mother that she took Chick away to the bus station. And suddenly she realizes someone else is missing. Where's Hal? He went looking for you, Alice said. I happened to leave the house in a hood by chance. Maybe a dark colored one, but not navy blue. Dun, 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 dun. That's why I say for my, Mario Board Accessory Board, her father is on the top of my list. And it has been for a while. I still say in the end he's going to be the one. Whether it's a red herring or actually, who knows? But that's who I'm going for, the Black Hood being the 21. So there's my review for Riverdale. I'm getting back to my NFL talk here soon. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed this review and hope you all enjoy the show that is Riverdale. Great show indeed. So stay safe, have fun. And above all else, as always, take care.